really, I can't share on Facebook, guys. So you're going to have to take this and share it over on the Better Center page.
All right. So this is on the YouTube again, right?
This will be on YouTube. It's supposed to be on Facebook, and it is. Here it is. It's on my home page, but I don't believe I can share on Better Center. You guys it should be.
Okay, so it's on your homepage. Okay.
If you go to my homepage there, okay. I'll try to share it to a group. I'm not allowed to share to a group for 30 days. I've been a bad boy.
Copy link. Okay, so I'm going to go to the Better Center group now. I got it. So I got us going here. That's it. Give me a second. Better Center group. Yes, that's it. Post the link there. Create a post. Paste it.
There you go. And then obviously you can go to the YouTube page, but I got to get some social media guys behind it. In fact, you'll be meeting our social media guy soon, who is also our digital data scientist.
Okay, so we're shared on the Better Center page now. If anybody wants to go share it a little bit for a minute or two.
There we go. So
I'll put it on my homepage. I might get 1 or 2 views.
Yeah, I don't have I don't have much on this Facebook account, but this is the Facebook account that I do want to build this year. So that way,
I keep building. I'm over 500 or 600 on my Great White Capper group after 6 or 7 years. It's starting to pick up steam though. It's like 100 the last few months I've added.
Well, I think you've cemented your name fairly well over the past year with a lot of these shows.
It's all organic. Yeah, I'm not really pumping it or anything, but I guess it has floated around.
People see that you're doing the work every day, and that's worth it to a lot of people. So and it is. It's worth it to me, worth it to John. If we do have somebody joining us, hello YouTube world. So
you know what? I was just talking about. I think I might have mentioned it to you, Lou. The way I learned to pick the top plays. You know, to pick one cream of the crop play every week. It was from the gambling pool we used to do called the confidence pool, where you took 5 games against the spread every week and you assigned them numbers 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 being your best pick, 1 being your least. So a maximum, if you went 5-0, you'd get 15 points. But the key is hitting that 5-point play. You know, if you miss that, you're behind the 8 ball already. And I did that pool. I did that pool for like a decade straight, and I really and it got me able to pin down that one play better than any other thing I've ever tried. Is that confidence pool? So I would suggest everybody kind of, even if you're not in a pool, do that yourself. Do kind of if you follow what I'm getting at, it's like a good mental exercise. And I think it'll get you better at those best bet picking one play. You know, if I put a gun to your head and your life was on the line, what game are you going to take?
Oh yeah. Well, I'm doing that as well in the circuit contest.
The Survivor.
I got this. Yeah. Well, I bought the full house over there.
Man, I just hate those contests because there's so many. It's like this one March Madness pool I'm in, dude. There's like over 1,000 people in it. I just basically donate $20 every year. I've almost made the money one time out of like 12 years. I'm a long
shot guy.
I'll play it. I give my $20. It's fun, but I'm not going to pay $1,000 into a pool of 5,000 meatheads. That somebody's gonna get lucky. I'm not winning that shit, dude. No, it would take the luck of God. Not only do you have to be good, you have to have the luck of God on top of being good.
Okay.
But I feel the allure of it. I mean, it's almost free advertising too, in a sense. You can every week on your show, you can say, look, I'm in the such and such contest. Here are my 5 plays for the contest.
I
hear they're giving prizes every 4 weeks or something, aren't they? You don't
have to I think that's the Circa Millions. You got the Circa Survivor,
That's a good way, though, to break the money up, to kind of split it up. That's a good idea, actually. You need to spread that money around to get more people willing to do it.
Yeah, Marcus was saying he every 4 weeks or something, the contest at the Circa.
Yeah, I think that's for the Circa.
There were two contests right now. Millions, okay, and the other was just the regular.
There we go. And then we got the Circa Survivor. So the Circa Millions is a $4 million guarantee, and you know what? Let's just take a look. I'll tell you right now. Let's see how many. Oh, I don't have my damn phone with me. Well, I'm wondering how many entries are in there. So Circa Millions.
You know, it's like those poker tournaments online. I used to play a long time ago. They'd have guaranteed pools or whatever, and they would never be at the minimum. When the tournament would start through late registration, they would never. But right before they stopped taking money, it would somehow get to that guarantee number somehow. I don't know if they were paying.
Here we are. The Circa Millions right now, only a $556,000 overlay, which means $4 million was guaranteed.
Right.
They've got marketing the contest.
They've got 3,500 people in it now.
3,444 people in it, or $1,000.
And what's the last minute you can enter? Sunday at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, so they're probably going to be real close.
They're going to make it.
So they're probably going to make
just the publicity from the publicity by saying there's an overlay is going to make it not an overlay.
He did some good. Well, the guys, the guys built a hell of a little business portfolio, so he's probably pretty good at math.
Right.
So they did a good job. And actually, I got to say this.
I've gotten a lot of compliments. I haven't been there yet, but everything I've heard about Circa is it's really a good book or whatever. I have not heard one complaint from a fellow gambler or what have you.
I'm going to tell you. I'll tell you a story. If you guys want to listen.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, but I went into in the beginning, in baseball, I was making some fairly large wagers. And I went to a few different books to find out who's going to take my action. And the Westgate making me jump through hoops, drive through, go through Olympic obstacles to go make a $5,000 wager with them. Yeah. So changing numbers as I go to the window, tell them who I want to bet. That's Westgate, big fucking tough guys. So I go to Circa. I said, listen, I want to play, somewhere, anywhere between 25 and 50,000 a game, and God forbid I get lucky. I want to play up to 200,000 a game. Well, we'll give you a shot.
They'll take your money. Yeah, they want your money.
They were smart.
So the good books will always take the money, Lou, and if for whatever reason they feel scared, they can always go somewhere else to lay some of it off, and that's that was the old school style. The bookies I knew from even Charlotte, North Carolina, they would take your bet. They would not turn down your bet, and they might not cover it all themselves. But they're
football and balance their books.
They call it the Kansas City was the old.
No, this is what happened. I go to the Westgate. I tell them who I wanted, and they said, "Oh, we'll give you 5,000 on it." They moved the line 10 cents. Holy shit. I was like, whoa. Then I'm like, I don't want to bet the game right now. But guess what happened? The whole fucking Vegas market went, dropped the line 10 cents across the fucking board.
Just on a mirage bet?
That's it. Fucking nothing but air. I actually thought that there was something, there probably is something legal there. I just don't think anybody wants to fuck with it. But that's fucking bullshit. You go into the book, you tell them you want to bet something. They say, who do you want to bet? You want to bet something large. Well, who do you want to bet? I want to bet this.
I would never tell them that, because that's on the telephone. I'm from the old school where I made my bets on the phone. I would never say who I was taking. I would beat around the bush to get the game, to get them to give me the number. Once they gave me the number, then I'm telling them what. But I'm not going to say, I want the Redskins. I would never say, because as soon as you say that, Cuz is putting a hook on you. no, he's going to take a half point every time. But if I don't let him know which team I want, then he's just going to give me a number, and then I'll tell him who I'm taking.
And you don't know what that luxury. You don't have that luxury here in Vegas. You really just don't. You don't have the luxury of being able to say, well, I'll tell you who I like after you tell me who you want to bet. No. You can't sit down and say, well, really, be a real bookmaker. They're saying, sorry, sir, take your business elsewhere. Yeah,
I'm in Vegas. You're right. It's how hard it is there.
Who's out there advertising their big shot bookies? Don't advertise you're a big shot bookie, and then you get all nervous with the $5,000 bet.
That's not even a huge bet. I mean, it's a good size bet. Don't get me wrong, but I don't see why any book would turn down $5,000 on.
But just
on any major sport. On any major sport,
especially the Westgate.
What's
Westgate's not, especially the Westgate. They're no small. I mean, they're a big book.
There you go. It just goes to show. They're like little girls back there. They just came in and said he wanted to bet 50.
I mean, I would tell the corporate bosses.
They didn't even know my action. Had no clue whatsoever.
Explain to them how you make 5% on the straight bets you take at the end of the year. The object is to take as much money in straight bets and parlays. You make even more. But I'm just, for mathematical purposes, if they take 5% of every dollar they take in a straight bet, they profit. So the idea is 5%. So just figure, Lou, if it's a 50-50 bet with minus 110 on each, half of them are going to lose. So they get 5%. The books make 5% of all the straight. So you want as much action as you can get, right? Why would you ever turn down a bet? It doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Well, number one is they really didn't even know my action, but I was happy to tell Circa what my action was like. Because they're like, we'll be happy to take your action, but give me an idea of what kind of action you are. And I was just basically saying, listen, I'm not here to chase somebody else's team. I'm the end all be all, of my action. So they're like an old school bookmaker, bring it. And I brought it. That's all. So, but, when I went in I did the same thing at quite a few different places. Because I needed it. I really had dreams of $200,000 bets on games, but we don't always live our dreams.
That's crazy.
But you got to shoot for the moon. Maybe shoot for the stars. Maybe catch the moon. I don't know. That's just kind of my style. Anyway, but so the win, $1,000 bet, shitting in their pants any more than that.
I'm trying to think. I was making a few $1,000 bets at like Treasure Island or something. They didn't even blink an eye, dude. They just took the money.
Where was
South Point? I'll take anything.
I think it was Treasure Island. I was making like several $1,000 bets.
I'm not a big fan of the South Point.
I guess they don't know me or whatever, but yeah, they gladly took my money. They didn't even hesitate. $1,000 or whatever, just give it to me. I did like 2 or 3 separate bets or whatever. They just
where was this?
Treasure Island. When I was staying at Treasure, whatever.
Oh yeah, Well, I heard the other day because listen, I went in the Mirage the other day to try to put a decent sized bet on, and they cut me down to 5 dimes after they were willing to take the action. Right. So, and then the guy was telling me, I said, what about Treasure Island? He goes, they're going to shit their pants at $500 bet. Huh?
That's great.
Yeah, I'm playing run lines too. I'm not playing, which makes it a little bit different, So when I'm playing the run line, it's they're not getting as much action on that as they are on sides. It doesn't matter. You're a bookmaker. Take a bet, right?
All day, every day, dude. That's what you're there for. Well, I mean, I'm not there to have a conversation with you. I'm there to give you money, take a ticket, or I'm bringing a ticket to you to collect cash. It
sucks out here when you want to kind of bet real money. They want you limited to $500 on the apps. So,
so you have to go down there to make the bet. I get that. You might be a degenerate or something, and they don't want you just punching numbers. If you're willing to actually go down there, I almost understand the mentality of that, to not let you go crazy on an app. If you follow me, it's too easy. It's too easy.
You know what? But it's not. Guess what? At the same time, there's people that don't have an issue with it and use it as a business, and that's supposed to be welcomed in this. And they want to go with we are for entertainment purposes. You know, they want to play that game. Now we're only for entertainment purposes. So that means you're only allowed to lose, which is bullshit.
I know the BetMGM app, I got it, started today in Arizona, first day. And first thing I noticed is the baseball lines were 30-cent lines, minus 150.
My God. But
minus 150 plus 120.
I only bet the top of the market for the game that I'm looking for. So if it's a fucking penny, okay, right. I'm driving. I'm going and I'm driving, and I don't care. Because for every 10,000, a penny's $100. So
it depends on how much. Like I say, it's worth the. It's like going to buy cheaper gas. Is it worth the drive to go get the cheaper gas?
It's more than 100 because you know,
that's worth it.
I'm on a dog all the time too, so
I would do that.
Yes. So and that makes it So I'm driving and I'm going. So and so and I could say this. I've lost at the Circa, but I've won. I got crushed at the Circa. So whenever the Circa had the best number on the market, I've lost. So only twice this season did MGM have the best number on the market because their lines are so separated.
They're Bodog, man. That's why the line what they do is they juice the chalk because they probably cater to lower wage players, lower dollar amounts per wager. So they always know that the tendency of those people is the money to be on favorites and the over. So they'll always, if there's ever a half point difference or point difference on the total, those books are going to be the one chalking it. The only thing those books are good for is betting underdogs on money line. You might get, but they spread it, like say they put that extra dime on it to anchor you where it might not even be worth messing with them then.
Right, but if you gotta play, obviously you're gonna look for that best possible number. Even if it is a penny, doesn't matter.
And I do the same thing. I agree.
I'm not going offshore because I want to get paid at the end.
Not anymore. I don't have to mess with that. Like say September 9th, it is legal in Arizona to make.
There you go. So
I still use offshore. They're good to me.
Well, the thing about offshores, I don't have to give them my tax information. They're not sending a 1099 to the IRS if I win.
I'm not going to bash offshore like you're going to get stiffed or anything like that. I'm just going to say at the end of the night,
convenience.
I want to touch my money, and then I want to go find the best number again tomorrow. And
they'll shut you down offshore though. I've been shut down off a few sites. They'll shut you down.
They stole my money.
A few that'll take everything.
Yeah, 20 years ago, I hit a $5 parlay. Check this out, dude. $5 parlay, 11-team MLB. With a few juicy like plus 250 underdogs on it. $5 won $22,700. They wouldn't pay it. They took it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Really? So I've always been paid, but they shut.
It was Wager Street. The book. I don't even know. It was Indian reservation in Canada, up there where Sports Interaction is. Same outfit. Yeah, they
down.
They stiffed me. They stiffed me $22K. They just closed my shit, dude. It was like I didn't exist. I hit that parlay, go to log back in. So yeah, it's sometimes you just gotta be careful. I guess you want to win, but you want to win just to stay under the radar somehow. Yeah, offshores will. If you collect too much money from them, they'll.
Yeah, I've been shut down on 5 different sites. I can't.
Yeah, I agree. They'll do it.
They will. They'll shut you down. They'll pay. I've always been paid. If you don't get paid, you can go to Sportsbook.
It was almost 20 years ago, dude. It was like 2003 when they did that to me at Wager Street. It was actually a pretty good little book, too, because they took PayPal. This was right before that changeover. So you could swap money back and forth on PayPal back then. And it was pretty convenient, for the time. For 2003, to be able to send money back and forth gambling that way was, pretty good.
Yeah, I was using Western Union.
Yeah, that shit sucks. Exactly.
Yeah,
compared to Western Union, that was like rocket science using PayPal back then.
Yeah.
But as soon as eBay bought them or whatever, that they cut the gambling out like within a week, dude. They shut it all down, man. where you couldn't no longer transfer fund. I don't know how they figured it out.
All that shit, yeah.
Yeah, I think they had been tracking it already. So when they made that decision to do it, they knew where, boom, they just went right to the.
Yeah, everything's Bitcoin now, so it's pretty good now. Everything's Bitcoin, but
as long as it don't go down 50% before I can cash it out, man. Bitcoin scares me, man. It's like a roller coaster ride.
You got to sell it as soon as you get it. Yeah, it went down 10% in an hour this week.
It's quick. Yeah, it happens real fast.
Yeah.
I'm not, my stomach's not built for a roller coaster, man. I need just slightly more stability. We're going to talk about this game?
Yeah, let's talk about the game. But first, the Survivor contest.
Okay.
At Circa. 3,161 entries right now. $2.839 million overlay.
Survivor, that's just picking one game, no spread.
That's the crapshoot, yeah.
You can't just pick a winner, right?
Pick a winner, and you can't pick the same team twice. That's right.
But I think you like for that. I would take the Rams myself.
I think
this week. Well, see, this is the thing. I have 6 of those, 6 entries. That's the max. So I have 6 Survivor entries and 3 Circa Million entries. So I'm going to do 1 Circa Million. My partner in this is going to do another Circa Million, and then I'm going to do a Better Center Circa Million, where the Better Center handicappers are going to give us their best play each week for the contest. You're in it for the money. Now, the Survivor, I have 6 of them, but I don't know how to give all 6 guys, 1 Survivor. I'm going to kind of try to use that.
Do like a consensus, see what everybody.
Well, I'm going to ask everybody. I'm going to ask you and pick your brain. And
the problem with the Survivors, you can't use that team again. So taking like the Rams this week, that's it. You're done with the Rams if you use
So right now I got a spreadsheet going.
Is that the rules? Schedule. What are the rules? I mean, it could be different rules for each contest, but that's old school style. You can't use them again.
There's no point spread, and you cannot use the same team twice.
But that's it, right?
If your team is a Thursday game, you got to have your whole schedule ready and pump them in on Thursday night. They came out with the lines today, so if you like Tampa Bay, they were -9. That's the contest line today, and now it's up to 10 in certain places. So
that's
it's getting hammered, the Bucks.
So well, listen, okay, so let's get into the game.
Super Bowl champ first game. They're going to get bet. That's the way it works.
A lot of people worried about Super Bowl champ, Super Bowl hangover.
It used to be a thing. Hey, man, it used to be a thing. There was a time when fading the Super Bowl champ on opening day made you money. It just did. Yeah. You're like a full decade, maybe 10 in a row, 11 in a row through the 90s and into the 2000s. That was just commonplace to fade them opening week without even thinking about who they were playing or what the line. It just didn't matter. They were going to get over bet. And I'm kind of seeing the same thing with Tampa Bay, where the bookies made that initial line. What, 7?
It was 7.5, I think.
6. No, there's a 6 opener. 6 was the early opener.
Okay, really? So just take I thought I saw 6.5 or something, but let's just say 6 or 7. Just say 7. Even just say 7. The books put that number. The money's pushed it to 9. Nothing else but the money. The only reason that line's going up is because the money's forcing them to push the number up. So that's what I see. When I see a line do that, when the book set a number like 7 and everybody pounces it to 9.
Did the bookmaker make a mistake?
I don't think so. There's only one game. How many games do they have to be right? There's one game here. It's not like college.
It's getting hammered with teasers too. And when it was 7, 8, I mean, I took it a bunch. You can't go wrong on a teaser with the Bucks at 7 or 8.
Right.
The 9, the 10. We'll see what happens in the end.
I took 9. I took Dallas +9. It's the proverbial hold my nose and pull the lever bet. I don't like it. It's not really. Yeah, I took Dallas in the 9. I'm either going to look like a genius or I'm going to look like a fool.
I don't think Dallas can hit 24 points. So
it's going to be tough. I have 27-20 is what I had Tampa Bay. If you want to score from me, if somebody's 27-20 Tampa Bay is what I got for a score.
Yeah, I'm all over the under first half. As the under just keeps going up, I keep betting more. I'm under.
Well, line's back down to 51.5.
I've got it
up to 52. Oh, wait, I got a 52.5. My bad. Yeah.
I'm under first 26 first half, 52 in the game. I got 58.5 on a teaser. I'm under. I got Tom Brady under 305 passing yards, minus 114.
Really?
Yeah. 8 out of the last.
If they're ahead, he's not going to have to throw a lot. That's for sure.
They're just going to run it. And Tom Brady's never in no hurry. He's like Aaron Rodgers. He's just in no hurry. He's back to chewing up clock. Once they get the lead, Dallas is going to, rely on Zach. I got Dak, 25.5 completions as well. So
we don't really know what Dak's all about, so
I have no idea yet.
There you go. So there's an unknown. Starting tackle out.
Martin's out. That's out. Yeah. That line, that D line for Tampa is just. You saw him in the Chiefs.
Yeah. Listen, 22 returning starters. Don't you think that they know that they have to show up for every single game, and it starts here tonight? This game should be. I think they made a big mistake, and I'm coming out of that gate blazing. Guns are blazing. So I think they made a mistake. I don't understand, and and I'll pay if I'm wrong. I'll pay dearly if I'm wrong because I got him in the contest. I got him for Survivor. I got him for the millions. I got him straight up. But I did go with the over. I got him in money line parlays. I just don't see it happening at all for Dallas whatsoever tonight.
Nobody likes it. Everybody likes Tampa. I think that's pretty much a consensus.
And rightfully so.
Right.
Rightfully so, I'd say.
You're pushing me the other way. Like every lump of shit that goes on the pile. And I agree with everything everybody's saying, too. It's not like I'm disagreeing with it.
They're just better on both sides of the ball. I mean,
I'm just going to be a hero. I want to catch the ticket.
They're just better on both sides of the ball. I mean, on defense.
I was like 2 days ago, like, talk me off the sledge, somebody. And nobody could talk me off the ledge. And I'm like, it's early in the season. Don't go on a ledge. And I'm like, if they were in the middle of the season, this would be at least 14.5-point favorite.
Yeah, don't overthink it.
If they were getting their asses kicked, I mean.
Well, what did Dallas do different? They got a bad coach, I think.
I agree. The coach,
but they played several close games, even with the shit team they had. And I'm always going to be the like open a game that just nobody knows shit. For me, I just think it's safe to take the points. I agree with everybody that's taking Tampa Bay though. I'm not going to say you're wrong.
I get it. I guess I'm playing bookie.
Right. I'm playing bookie this time. I guess is one way to look at it.
Well, I hope you get gut rot. That's all I can say. I don't know. I mean, I'm out on it. You know what got me nervous is John's right on that under. I'm sitting on.
It was 27.
I'm thinking, what is Dallas really going to be able to do? I forgot. I'm thinking Brady, but I forgot. This defense is beastly.
The way they shut down Mahomes, and it's the same 11 guys they had in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they're not taking the night off.
They're going to shut Zeke down. They're going to shut
A game. They're bringing the A game.
If Dallas scores 17, I'll be surprised. A
game. How do they not bring it? At home.
In Tampa. Yep.
Oh. I got to go put one more on.
This one will be decided by halftime.
That's all. So yeah, I'm going to try to hedge off a little on my over and just keep my focus on Tampa.
He's at the 59. You can't lose that. They're not scoring 60 points tonight.
So they certainly get one of my survivor picks this week. One of my 6 survivor picks. So my survivor picks, I just kind of looked at the whole schedule trying to find, my locks. This was one of them. They're in red. So this is the lock. So I'm going to try as much as I can to have the lock ticket, and I still got 5 other tickets.
I love the Rams. I love the Rams.
Well, I love them in Survivor all day long.
Right,
and I probably will love them when Brady does what I would hope and expect tonight. I will probably feel the same way about the Rams. I know that Tony's not high on Mr. Stafford at all. And he doesn't give you a lot of reason to be high on him.
I'll take him getting 10 points. And
I'll take him with the beastly defense.
Yeah, I'll take him with the defense. And
he's going to have to show me something. If he's doing the same shit where he'll drive him down the field and then throw a pick in the red zone, that's like the Matt Stafford special. You'll know within the first few weeks if he's going to be the same guy. He'll look like Joe Montana between the 20s, but then when he gets to the red zone, he's throwing picks like Jameis Winston. At that point, he just turns into a different guy.
What? I might be a Jameis Winston fan a little bit. I don't know. I mean, these are. I'm kind of.
And I'll be the first guy to say he's got, because I know he's got the talent because he's the dumbest bastard in the NFL. If he didn't have a great arm, he wouldn't be playing because he is stupid as a box of fucking rocks.
Jameis is gonna have a great year this year. You watch.
I like Jameis too. Even though he stole the crab legs and shit.
That's kind of the over on that one on Sunday.
He's got to take care of the ball, man. He's a coach killer. I mean, until he addresses that, if he can address it, he might be a decent,
You're
quarterback.
Right. No,
do y'all guys remember a quarterback named Tony Banks from Michigan State?
Yeah, played for the Rams. He was a great thing.
Fucking coach killer, dude. The Mr. Fumble, dude. That's what that was his nickname, Coach Killer. Because no matter where he went, he was athletic. It would make some plays, but the motherfucker wouldn't stop fumbling, dude.
We got to look and see what quarterbacks are we betting against this year. I am going against the Jaguars. I am going
to start me too, bro.
I'm going against Andy Dalton myself.
I don't buy hype.
Yeah,
I'm not a big hype.
I mean, and even everybody went all nuts for Fields, and I didn't see that. I wasn't that impressed at that. I mean, I didn't say anything bad. There's nothing I was going to say he's turning the Bears around.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, I haven't seen anything yet because I don't count nothing until they start these games. None of this shit
got the pressure on his shoulders.
Right, so we'll see how.
So that's what I mean. The Bears. So look at this. Halfway through the season, what is this? I mean, the Bears are probably going to be who they thought we were, and Kusamana will be back giving us a fucking headache about it. So, but they probably will be, and the Rams at home are going to be at least a 10.5 to 12-point favorite in this type of matchup.
Oh, yeah.
I think there's value in those favorites, those obvious favorites this week. I think the surprisers might be Pittsburgh, might hang with Buffalo, but I don't think so. I don't know. I think that I miss on the Buffalo thing a little bit. I got blindsided 4 years in a row. So
Pittsburgh's decent on defense. There's always going to be a few games nobody sees coming, and I guess it's just a matter of trying to either go with those, be on the right team, or avoid them if you're playing the favorite, just not to be on the wrong. Because, like I say,
think about the favorites that aren't going to lose.
Yeah, they're just
San Fran. San Fran. How's Detroit going to hang with this team?
I don't know. A turnover, a punt return. I tell you, like a punt return for a touchdown, a fumble in the red zone. It's NFL. It comes down to just some one bullshit. They win all the time, Lou.
There's going to be an upset.
You just don't know what you want to do.
The upset maybe Cleveland, maybe Pittsburgh.
I'm scared.
Maybe the Raiders.
I think Kansas City's going to play a good first game. Not what they do toward the end. I actually like Kansas. I'll go ahead and give a play. Not like my best bet or anything, but I think Kansas City, at least to start, is going to play decent. Everybody's healthy, it seems. At least they got that going for them. By the time the end of the season, if they're limping around again, it might be time to fade them again. But
I think, don't know.
I think when they're healthy, with a healthy Tyreek Hill, with a healthy Mahomes, their offense is what it is, right? That's pretty strong.
But they got a whole brand new offensive line. That's what worries me.
He's going to have to run for his life, right? And like within the first few weeks, all these questions we have like this, they'll be answered within the first few weeks. We'll see if he can hang in.
I'd have to answer them today.
We're guessing right now, and that's what we're betting against, our foresight. Some things to me we're speculating on, but then some things like
exactly. That's why I am not a fan of being on that Kansas City game unless I'm playing it over, which I'll
and that's probably why I like it. Just both you guys agreeing right there. That usually means I'm the contrarian position, and I'm always going to have that on a couple of these games where it'll be 90 people in a room. I'll be like the one guy on the other side of a game. Oh, who didn't take them? Who's it? It'll be I'll raise. That's me. I'm that guy. I took the.
I'm just watching. I'm not playing that game. That's coin toss to me.
Yeah, I'll be rooting for Kansas City actually because I know that my one ticket will have Kansas City on it.
It'll set up for a better game later too. I was like and that's one thing I'll do, and we've talked about it before. But NFL Week 1, if you pay attention and go to Week 2, which I always find to be the best week to bet in NFL, because there's two things you can look for. One is to bet on a team that looked like dog shit on the road in Week 1, but they're coming back home for Week 2. Look for them. Yeah. The flip side of that is to fade any team that looked like they're on their way to the Super Bowl in a home game Week 1. Week 2, they go to play on the road. Fade them. You do that in Week 2 every year. Look for those. I've been doing it. That's one of my favorite weeks.
There's zigzag. That's a zigzag.
And it's the classic, but it's the situation zigzag as well. You just got to, the other one you'll see me do is the second of back-to-back road games. Say a team, based on what happens in that first game, will influence what happens in my second. But if you keep watching our show, I'm sure we'll be telling everybody every week our little nuggets of wisdom and handicapping and just finding the winners, right? That's all. At the end of the day, I don't give a fuck how you get there. Find the winner. You can skip, you can jump rope, you can walk a treadmill, you can hit the Peloton bike for 3 hours a day. If it gets you to the promised land, then I'm all for it, guys. Sorry for rambling. But now I got a good buzz going now. So.
All right, that's good. All right, so we could keep rolling with the NFL if you want to keep rolling with the NFL, or if you want to
save it, man.
I got the Patriots at 9 wins for the season at -1.
See, I was like, how do I hang up without not talking about the Patriots? I think,
9 wins.
Everybody's on to them now, though.
Yeah, I'm going to take them. I'm going to take them against Miami for sure. I think.
Yeah. Well, they're already at -3, -3, -20.
-3's the number, man. Just take. Yeah. Probably go ahead and take it.
Luckily, I got it at 2.5. A lot of people got a lot earlier, and I was liking Mac Brown.
I just got to make sure everybody's going to make it to the game, man. With this COVID shit, I'm almost nervous to start making midweek bets, and then on Saturday 4 people won't start. Then you're scrambling to figure out how to get out of your bet.
No worries, they're all vaccinated. We're all good this year.
Yeah. It's amazing. All the fans need to be vaccinated at the Raider games, but all the players don't.
Right.
How's
Lamar
that
Jackson won't be vaccinated, but he'll be there.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson will be there without a vaccination, but I will not.
And I will not either.
So, what are you gonna do?
Nope. But you can go to the UNL. You can go to the UNLV game in the same stadium without a vaccination.
Right. It just shows you who's bowing, Mr. Davis.
Yeah.
Bowing to the New World Order.
He's told what to do by the league, though. He don't have any choice. And I'm sure it's not his idea.
No, because every other stadium isn't doing that right now.
Really?
Yeah, no, he's just he's trying to be a fucking hero.
Yeah, I wonder what his angle. He's got to have an angle or something to it. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is not. This is his son with the bowl cut, right? Yeah, okay, never mind. Yeah, that prick would do about.
They just had Guns N' Roses there.
I'm thinking about his cool dad, but he's already passed away. I know his dad would tell him to go get fucked, probably.
They had Guns N' Roses there last Friday, 30,000 fans. Nobody was wearing them.
Nobody. Well, dude, if you watched that Wisconsin game last week, like 85,000. That's a small stadium, too, in terms of seating. Everything's packed together.
Shoulder to shoulder.
All the way across, the whole bowl was completely full, man. That's to put that many people in that little bit of area. I was like, there you go. And they're all dancing and having a good time. It's almost a thumb in the eye. What can they do, though?
Oh, what about that Florida State game? I mean, 100,000.
Right, just as good. Yeah, I like that. That was a great and the finish.
That was a great game. Did you see
the game? The game itself was kind of ragged, but that fourth quarter. Once the kid came in with the reconstructed leg, I was wondering if once he came in, it became a ball game then because the guy he came in because the guy's helmet came off and you're required to leave the field for one play. Right. On that first play, he throws a 20-yard dart for a first down with Florida. Nothing the other kid had thrown looked anything like that. So of course, we'll leave you in for one more play. You know, sure enough, they go right down and score. And so you can see the coach huddle around both of the guys talking to him like, we're going to let him play one more series, all right? I can almost read his lips telling the guy, nothing against you, but we're going to let this guy play another series.
He was 23-0 at UCF.
He's a great story. I know I was kind of waiting to see if he was going to play any. It almost makes you hold your breath because of his knee was completely broken off. I mean, this dude was lucky. If he's an average guy, he would have lost his leg.
Well, the game was over. I mean, it was 18-point lead when he came in. I don't think anybody thought they were going to come back. I mean,
well, no, he just made he's a good quarterback, dude. I like what I saw. And he definitely was such a change from the other guy that Notre Dame had no answer. By the time they figured out what the hell's going on, it's a tie game. You know, like what the fuck is going on? Wait, it's tied.
I'll tell you what, Florida State really turned it around from the beginning of last year. I'll tell you, they were a great fade to start the year out, and then they started to turn it around.
Finally, their defense played a little bit, man. They got to at least make a showing, dude. Some of their defensive performance, not to mention the offense wasn't great, but if you're not going to have a great offense, your defense has to play good, and that's why they were getting bit slaps several games.
What do we got for college football then? What do we got for some looks for college football? Obviously, you're on Dallas. I'm on Tampa. John is on Tampa, and John's on the unders.
I'm under Brady, under first half, under the game. I'm under. Yeah.
John's got a lot of undering going.
I got a lot of just waiting.
I kind of agree. What's 47? What is the total?
52. Total is 52.
Yeah. So I would say now. Not that I don't bet totals. You'll learn that, John. I don't bet totals, but I definitely lean. I would certainly lean that way. That makes more sense to me than the over.
All right, so Saturday. What are you thinking for Saturday?
Let's do the 8-8.
You got some plays, John.
I got Rutgers.
You want to know who I like already? Yeah, I'm not going to be able to tell you that.
I know you may not be ready, Tony, but I know John is ready with some college football.
Tell us. Give me
I just got a couple plays right now. The ones that stood out to me real quick was Rutgers -2 against Syracuse. I easily think Rutgers wins by double digits. They're much improved. I'm not saying they're the top 4 or 5 in the Big Ten, but no. Syracuse, obviously. And the Iowa State game, I'm going to take the 4.5 with Iowa. These games, it's always
a big game, isn't it?
I lean to the under. I might bet the under. We'll see what it does. If it goes down much, I probably won't touch it.
Well, the last meeting was 18-17. Now that I see the score, I remember the way that game finished. So, I mean, these guys are probably going to have a propensity to beat the shit out of each other. Well, they're both going to run the ball. They're both going to want to run the ball. You just basically, if you bet this under, you're hoping for limited big plays. Like the big break a tackle and runs 80 yards. Or the hit right up the middle that goes, or the punt return or the kickoff return. Usually, if you can avoid that and it's just if it's played like it should be played, that under you would think would be golden. What is it? Do you know?
It's 46.5, I think. 45, 46.
I think 40. I got 46.
Yeah, so they're definitely for college. That's squeezing it. Yeah, that's squeezing it pretty good. They're well aware of the fact that how this game is likely
to
play
good
out
against Northern Iowa.
They're not going to be able to move the ball, right? And Iowa, we'll see. But the key is, like I say, will they have good field position? This is a shit where like the
Iowa's got a good defense.
The punter can become a key weapon if your offense sucks. And in that game I got burned the other night, I had BYU, and the key play of the fucking game for Arizona was a punt. Because BYU was kicking their ass, and Arizona had a punt that got BYU down to about the 1 yard line, and they end up getting a safety out of it.
That was the stupidest fucking running play I ever saw.
And I got burned.
You're on the 1 inch line, and you're handing the ball off on 7 yards deep.
It was. Of course, the guy's breaking in and tackling him right away and shit. It's like as soon as he hands it off, he's like trying to shake a tackle in the end zone.
I'm surprised he didn't hit him out of the end zone. It was so deep.
Well, he should have been throwing it. Like the first down, they tried to throw over the top and almost had it. And I'm just like, do that again. Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Throw it over the top. What a way to burn them.
Well, I'm trying to get, seeing if I need to get off the game or not, and I was keeping the ticket. And then that stupid play right there. And then
the other game I'm looking at. The other game I'm looking at is Michigan. Michigan -7 against Washington Huskies there. I can't see the Huskies doing much better than they did last week, losing to Montana and then going to the Big House.
How many points is it?
I don't know why it's still at 7. It's been 7 and it hasn't moved. So there's something fishy there, but I can't see Washington State doing much. I mean, they got beat by Montana last week.
I'm looking at it. You never know, but yeah, Michigan's got a propensity to choke too. I like Michigan too. I kind of agree.
I just don't understand why it hasn't gone up to 8-9.
If it stays where it's at, I'm probably going to take it, and if it goes up, I might end up taking it, but maybe a little less. Yeah, I like it.
I grabbed it at 7. I mean,
I can see why you like it. Why the hell would I not like that? Like I say, Washington
in Michigan, right?
Coming west that game. I'm looking at the stats from the game right now. Quarterback for Washington was
coming from the west to the east.
All right, so we threw 3 picks, and here's one thing you got to think about. The quarterback for Washington went 27 of 46, 226 yards, no touchdowns, 3 picks. Now, if you think about that, it's hard to imagine he could do a whole lot worse. Now, I'm sure he could. But so now
that was against Montana.
I mean, I know. Did they play all their starters? I mean,
oh yeah, they played to win. they played to win.
Montana came back, dude. It was like 7-3 until the 4th quarter. And Montana like rolled back and won the game, dude. It was disgusting.
Yeah.
It was kind of fun. It was funny and disgusting at the same time.
Well, I guess it shows Michigan opened up at 5. They're now 7. Listen, what about, this Wisconsin team, this quarterback, this kid never looked at a second receiver. And
Wisconsin's always the same shit, dude. Hit or miss.
He's choke city. And they gave up.
I tell you, the one time you fade him, though, he's going to burn you for 3 touchdowns.
And Doan is the one that's really looking like a stud right now.
New coaches, new system. He looked great out there. Yeah.
Yeah. So
it looks like is the problem, not Jack Doan.
Yeah, exactly. So and now Wisconsin went from 24.5 up to 26.5. Everybody thinks Wisconsin's going to rebound.
Just like you'll see with Jameis Winston this year. New coaches, new system. Jameis Winston's going to look really good. I'm telling you that.
Yeah, you know what? I'm at least going with the over there. I'm not going to take them Sunday because, Green Bay is going to be gunslinging too. So,
and they're playing in Jacksonville. They're not in the Superdome. That game worries me a little too.
That worries me about the slinging it.
What's the over under? 52.
50.
50?
No, they dropped the number a little bit. That would probably be a 52 in New Orleans.
Yeah, I would go over on that.
No, I don't know what the weather's like yet. I got to take a look at the weather.
Rain, humid, Florida weather.
Well, rain is good.
Afternoon thunder showers.
Yeah,
that way, if it's a night game, that'll help. You want it to rain before the game, or else it's going to be a humid soup pit if it doesn't rain.
I think it's a 4 o'clock Eastern game, I think.
Yeah, that's right in that wheelhouse where it rains at some point during the game, maybe.
Right, I got a little overaction on that already.
It's tough. It's tough to avoid showers at this time of the year in Florida, man. At least
no showers are all right. It's the torrential downpours.
Yeah, you can avoid those, but yeah, you still. Hey, even those 30-minute cloud bursts can fuck up a game.
Right.
So,
I'll sprinkle a little on New Orleans on the money line, just make it interesting.
Oh yeah.
I think it's possible. I do. I think it's possible.
All right. I played some dogs. In fact, I think I might have. No, I don't think I threw them in there. I did a 7-team underdog round robin.
That guy told me. Somebody else just told me they took Tampa. I tell you what, for their survivor pick, y'all scare me, dude. Like that shit. If everybody likes it that much, man, I am like the absolute worst guy to be around because I'm probably going to secretly take the other team. I wouldn't say it to everybody, but I'll be like, okay.
Listen, you got to remember one thing, Tony. When we grew up on that, when everybody went one way, it was
it just doesn't feel right. It's
not like that anymore.
It's like a feel in the air.
You know, but you like Dallas going in. It wasn't like a contrarian approach, right?
Do I like Dallas? I mean, it's more of a just not.
You're just
like
fading the public. You
right.
can't give me 3 good reasons why Dallas can win this game.
Give me something more than fading the public. Otherwise, we can give Wayne Allen Root a call.
Give me the keys to Dallas' victory. What's going to happen?
The keys to their victory: running game, control the clock, convert third downs, and play. Stop the run.
No, this is
Dallas. Well, I'm just saying this is keys. If they get 3rd and 5, they got to convert it. Keys to winning. If they win the game, this is how they will do it.
We're talking about covering.
Oh, I'm just saying. He asked how it could happen. I'm just if like a computer program. If this happens, then it will be because Dallas is able to control the ball, control the clock.
Let me tell you something. You know how Brady went to Gronk in the Super Bowl? Brady is going to be going to Antonio Brown tonight. Bet him over.
If Dallas can push
Brady's fuck you to Belichick right now is Antonio Brown.
I guess since I bet on Dallas, the one thing I'm kind of counting on is Dallas up front, at least keeping everything in check, maybe making Brady dump it off a little quicker. We'll see. You know, I mean, that's basically. I do kind of hope Dallas up front is. Because if you give Tom Brady time, we know how that goes, right? I mean, that's like a broken record. Your best hope is pressure right up the gut, over the center, at his feet immediately, and that makes him get rid of the fucking ball. That's really your only chance. If you let him stand back, take 1-2 steps, get comfortable in the pocket, it's coming out probably, you know. Tom Brady's had his hack moment, so he's not perfect, and it is week 1.
But in big games, he's pretty damn good.
Right. If this was the Super Bowl, I would take Tampa and lay 20. But this isn't the Super Bowl. This is week 1, and we'll see.
But it's week 1 of saying. Go ahead, John.
That Bucs defense is real stingy. I just can't. I can't see Dallas really getting going. I mean, it's going to be a lot of 3 and outs.
You know, if you were in that Tampa Bay locker room right now and you are the same 22 guys that just got that Super Bowl trophy, guys, you could throw every destiny out the window this season by going undefeated and doing it in stellar fashion and sending everybody down. That's in their head right now. Dallas is going to pay dearly for that. Whatever happens this season, it doesn't matter. Right now, Dallas thinks they're going 17-0, then to 20-0 to top the Patriots 20 or 21 or whatever.
Jerry Jones is going to ride in on a white stallion across the field and shit.
Tampa's going to run the board right now. That's what's on their mind.
Well, in preseason don't hold a lot of weight, but Dallas did not look good. They didn't win a game in preseason. They never had the same 10 or 11 guys on the field.
I can't wait to play this video for us tomorrow or next time out.
Did Dak even play a snap? I don't think he did. Not that I recall. He might. I don't think he did.
I think he did, but it wasn't much of anything. I don't think. Was it?
I thought he played in the fourth game and not for.
Well, there's only 3. They only played 3 this year.
I think 4 because they played the first game against Pittsburgh.
Oh, did they play the actual Hall of Fame game?
Johnny Pesos. All right. So listen, back to the contest action. So your pick will probably need to be in on. Are you going to be available for the show on Saturday, John, or not?
No, not if we're doing it early. Now I'm not good on the mornings.
Okay.
But
you can phone it in, man. You can send us.
I can give you my best play in the pro right now. I'm pretty.
Yeah, if you're ready for it right now, we'll put you in for. That'll be your pick.
And what are we looking for? Spread? No spread?
No, this is definitely the spread. 5 picks against the spread. You're one of the 5 handicappers that will be picking.
Yeah, my pick is the Titans still at 3 on your card?
Now here's the problem.
When does it change?
Yeah. No, what if somebody comes at us with the Cardinals, which is not me, but it just crossed my mind. So if people go head to head, then we will ask them both to go to Plan B.
Right. Take both. I was about to say that. Go to your second pick.
My concern is it going to change to 3.5, or what is your line?
Well, yeah, I get you the line before you can make a decision. How's that? Because the line's locked in now.
But you can't lock just one pick in.
Well, the line is locked. It's not going to move.
Right.
Okay, that's what we used to do. The Wednesday USA Today used to be our – whatever the line is in the Wednesday USA Today newspaper, that was what we used for our pool every week. That's a good way to do it. Actually, that way everybody.
Are they doing half point lines so there are no pushes, or what are they doing here? What are your lines?
No, some of them are pushes.
Yeah. Do you get a half point or nothing for a push?
Good question. Good question.
In my old confidence pool, it used to be nothing for it. But if you push, you only got points if you won, and that's the old school way. I started doing it with some friends about 10 years ago, and they whined like little bitches. We should at least get half the points for a push. And I'm just like, all right, shut the fuck, half point. Yeah, if it's a 3-point, you get 1.5 if you push. But the old school way of doing the confidence pool, if it's a push.
I would highly recommend all of us go out and look at those contest rules, so we're all familiar with it, and we can.
There's a lot of lines this weekend that are just set at 3 or. I mean, there's not.
Well, I know Tampa tonight is at 9. So, that I know. All right, so I'm gonna. Let's see. Here we go. I have to enter the first entry picks. I'll do that right now as we're doing this, and I'll tell you what the lines are. This is for Better Center. And that is.
I'm sure the Ravens line's going to move with these guys being hurt now. It looks like it went down half a point.
That's why I was just having a conversation today with a guy right after that happened. Yeah. And he was asking me, I was like, I honestly don't think there's a running back in the NFL that should move the line more than a point.
4.5.
Well, it's Marcus Peters. It's Marcus Peters. That's probably that.
Yeah, I guess I say outside
who got hurt? Who's out now?
There's
Marcus
like 2.
Peters.
There's 2 got the injury.
Yeah, 2 guys got hurt on consecutive plays in practice. They stopped the practice.
Oh boy.
Yeah, defensive back Marcus Peters. That's the big piece.
All right. Well, they're like +4. So Ravens are only -4.
Okay. I'm not playing that, but
I was thinking Raiders, but that's not going to be in here. So we got the Bucks are 9, 6.5 on the Bills, Panthers 3.5, Jaguars 3.5, Titans 3, Washington 1, Falcons 3, Seahawks 3, Vikings 3, Niners 7.5, Chiefs 6, Patriots 3.5, Broncos 3, Rams 7.5, Packers 4, Ravens 4.
yeah, I'll definitely stick with my Titans -3.
All right, so Titans are your play, and if it's anything different, I will let you know. I'll just send you a text or a message.
All right, sounds good.
I don't know. I don't know
till
yet.
Saturday.
I'll let you know as soon as I know.
Saturday at 3 p.m. But let's not cut it close.
But that line won't change, right, Lou? The Titans will not
change. You're at -3.
Okay. Just if somebody else really likes the Cardinals, then we'll change it.
Right.
I don't really like them. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I like your pick there, but honestly, I don't like the other side enough to want to bet it. So when it's usually like that,
you don't like my pick?
Not particularly, but I hope you're right. To me, that just means I hope you're right. Because
I love it.
So I'm not particularly.
You're talking like 5-star, 4-star.
The hammer code. I call it the hammer, the bookie buster.
That's my 5. The Titans. I mean, Arizona coming east.
That would be your NFL Week 1 bet of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? If we're doing well, we just turn it into a circus show, the Friday Circa, or the Thursday Circus show.
Tell them
where everybody just talks about the best play of the day, or best play of the week, and it's going.
Yeah, Fridays used to be the big day to USA Today Friday paper had all the previews of all the college and pro games. I'm that old, man, to where USA Today, when it came out, with the way they gave you information for the college and pro sports, is like different than any other local paper. It was like a Bible, dude. Everybody had a copy of USA Today every day, but especially those Friday editions with the college and the pro preview. But it had every game.
Seeing my mug in the back of it, in the back of that sports page.
Everybody, the back page.
I usually pay $4,000 or $5,000 for that on an ad on a
900 Friday boiler room. Call $25 900. Call. You want a guaranteed winner? We got you covered. Call us 900-555. You're gonna win. Only $50.
I actually think 900 numbers will come back. They should come back. They're easy to work.
That's the other way you can look at this.
You want to pick? Dial the fucking number. Leave me alone.
You can look at it like a consensus. If all 5 people can agree on the same team,
what you do then is keep track of that. I like keeping track of stuff like that because sometimes where you think you all agree, sometimes that shit sucks. So if we all agree, I know. I just like to know, right? I just like to know.
If we got all 5 people all on board, it's generally.
So why don't we just?
Yeah, I hope so.
We're already so far.
You're not on board with Tennessee, so I respect that. So
I just that's so.
I'm not saying you're going to take Arizona, but you're not on board with.
No, Tennessee. I'm not betting Arizona, but that's one of those.
On board with Tennessee. I don't know if I'd be on board with Arizona. I think I think they both got to prove who they are this year.
This is what I think about right here. When I look at that game, I do this right here. Go.
Well, that's what I mean. So we don't have to agree, but we're also.
I'm not going to take away
3 or 4 games that we.
If you want that pick, dude, it's all yours, buddy.
I can tell you guys,
it's all you.
If we went game by game, we probably could find 3 or 4 games that we all agree on. Probably.
All I can tell you is we do a show every Friday. If we agree that we're not going to do Thursdays, we do a show every Friday that's strictly about the contest. If you catch a ticket with the contest, the show pays its own way.
So the Friday show, we're going to discuss.
Next year, it's going to be, you're in contest for the rest of your life for free because the show's going to pay it. The show's just going to pay it.
Free roll.
That's why I used to Friday nights.
When I'd win the pool a few times, I told them that I didn't really want to take the money. I just say, hey, hold on to it. I'm in the pool for the rest of my life. We'd joke about it.
Well, think about it. I mean, all you got to do is cash it. We'll make money just off the show because people want to watch the show again because the show, if we win, obviously the show wins.
Man, I've been winning on this show.
Motherfucker last year, but it wasn't documented.
Yeah,
right.
To me, it's documented. I got my shit down. I had a great year last year.
We really didn't do a good job of saying, "Hey, look at."
No, I told you, I can't keep up. I can keep track of my shit really well, but like going on to putting it. I go by my emails that I send to everybody, and I keep track of that. And that's how I can go back 10 years worth of emails. And you tell me what day, I can go back and pull that email and tell you what my games were that day.
That's the name of the entry, guys.
BettorCenter.com.
That's it. It's
okay.
not Blue Diamond. It's BettorCenter.com.
Enter in Vegas. Circa Millions. Okay. Circa Million football contest.
So, yeah, $4 million on the line here.
So I got 1/5 of it. You're counting on me to provide 1/5 of the picks each week.
That's right. For 1/5 of the prize.
I tell you what, if
we got to tip the house.
Yeah, I'll give you 25% of my cut right off the top for even dealing with it.
Okay. Remember that. We got it on video.
Yeah, it's on video.
You ain't gotta ask me twice.
There you go. So hopefully I can put up enough winners to make it worth it.
Hopefully you will.
Usually when you put the pressure on me, I can try to come through. We'll see.
Well, we'll see what happens.
I just really, on me. I need a winner.
All I'm saying is commit to the show no matter where you are. All you got to do is get on your phone.
I'll make the show. Yeah,
what day? Is it going to be Thursday?
Friday. I'll make sure.
Well, are we
definitely Friday.
Thursdays? What do you
I can do Thursdays too. I could do Thursdays, but I don't know if I'll be ready.
We're not going to give a Thursday pick, right? We're going to stay away from
Well, that's what I'm saying. If we're not going to do Thursday, let's just do a Friday show.
Right.
If we are going to do a Thursday, we could do a Thursday show and get the pick in right after the show.
It don't make a difference to me. I'm available both days.
But are you going to be available for Sunday's play?
I just don't want to put my Sunday play in on Thursday. That's the bottom line. Whether I think I might have something or not, I want to still wait till like Saturday. I'll tell you Friday night usually. You know how I am, Lou. I go day to day, but
do we want to do a Friday show or do we want to do a Saturday night show?
I'll do Friday. Let's do. If I know for this contest I have to give you one pick on Friday at 4:00 or whatever, I'll be ready. I'll give you the play.
It's going to be your best play of the week, really. And you're giving it away. Right. But you're giving it away in hopes that it turns into something.
It's free advertisement for all of us. Hopefully, we have a good year.
When does the Circa release its lines? Tuesday.
Thursdays at 10 a.m.
Thursday 10 a.m.
is when they stick with that line.
That's it. They're locked in. We used to do the same thing, and I like that. I think that's fair actually to do that.
So I got two other guys.
Will change before Sunday.
Oh, several will.
On our end.
Several will change.
On our ends, not Lou's end. It's locked.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We can always wait and go late and see if lines change. But I think Saturday at 3:00 the picks have to be in.
Yeah, there you go.
So we don't want to fuck around. So,
I don't like getting that close. Yeah, let's do it Friday. Friday
night, and we'll put the picks in on the show. We'll actually do it on the show.
I agree. I commit to being able to do that every Friday.
Yeah, I can do that.
All right, we just got to come up with a time. And I know I'll get Gerard and David, the other two guys, to agree. So, I may substitute me with Ross, maybe. I don't know.
Where is old Ross? I haven't seen him much lately.
Well, Ross is going to go on the website here soon, but he wasn't really wanting to commit to video. But I want this to commit to video, And Ross will have a hard time giving out his best pick every week.
Yeah,
I don't want to fight that.
I don't feel like fighting it either. I tell you what,
we're gonna live and die by it. We're gonna say that's our best pick of the week, and hopefully, it turns into something. It may we got 0 people watching right now. It may turn into fucking -2 people by the time we're done. I don't know.
I don't even see that. I don't see where it says 0, but
I got the number.
Yeah.
But but we only had one last time. But you know what? We had 30 views by the time it was done, because people will show up later.
I'll start sharing it. We'll get some more people out.
Yeah, but it's got to we probably got to make it a lot shorter. Number one, because it takes a minute for it to upload to YouTube as well.
The rendering process.
But if we do it at the same time every Friday night, the pick show, then so today's Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday.
I can get them two involved if you guys want to just do show number 1 tomorrow, and we'll just do it. We just talk about the pick, and that's it. Your best pick of the day.
You want to do it again tomorrow?
Yeah, we should just so we at least have it on film. It'll be on YouTube, and that way, should we live the dream, we have it on video as well.
Okay, and we're going to do a shorter show though.
Hey, you talking about documentation?
You guys are ready for the week.
You were talking about documentation, Lou. If you get you an intern, go back to our videos last year, unless some of them got took down. I promise you, we hit money. College football, it was like a bonanza. And NFL wasn't that bad.
You know what? All I'm is listen. All the fucking winners have been there. They're out there in the fucking archive. You can pick any video you want. I guarantee you 2 out of 3 of them have winners. Winners. So, I don't need to do all that, but I do have it getting set up so.
It'd be nice to have something documented. I mean, and to tell you this, if you ask me what I did in a certain period of time, if you give me parameters, I will go find it and give you the record if it's work. I'm gonna have to work to do it.
Wait to see the database. You're gonna be able to get logged into every day.
Okay, good. Because I'll do the work.
Years.
But
40 years, any team, whatever you want to know for 40 years, any team.
You could ask me, okay, Tony, how much money do you win on Thursdays in July the last 20 years? I could probably figure it out, but I'm not going to be happy because it's going to be hard as shit to go back through there and figure it out. But it is
the website is supposed to have all this in place, so everybody will be monitored with their picks, and we'll be able to do a show monitor.
And that's what I was explaining. What's the guy's name that we're on the phone group text with? Who is that guy?
He's gone. Tony.
Somebody else is on it.
Dan. Dan.
Yeah, I don't know anybody. Dan, is that the guy's name?
No. Dan's head of the IT department.
I say, just so you know, between me and you maybe you can explain this better to Dan. I just want the Bookie Buster. I'm going to do the Bookie Busters. I want it like as a separate entity, and then everything else I pick can go in another basket because I want to do like 3 to 5 Bookie Busters a week.
And he's going to have 2 carts, two separate carts,
2 separate, completely different items. Exactly.
Like
and we can keep track of the Bookie Busters because I know I can probably have a good percentage with those, but I want to limit the action to just the best of the best. Not every best bet I have is going to be a Bookie Buster, but every Bookie Buster will certainly be a best bet if you follow.
So what are you saying? A Bookie Buster is like a 10-star play?
It's the top of my best bet. Not the way I do mine, John. I kind of give them numerical values, which you could say between 1 to 5%. Okay, usually to be a best bet, you're already at about 3%. So the very best would be 5%. So I'm saying for the Bookie Busters, it's like 4% and above. Those the higher end of between 3 and 5, not just the best bet.
Once or twice, 3 times a week.
3 to 5. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not every day. I have best bets every single day, but not every one of those best bets do I want to make a Bookie Buster. If you follow them. So if somebody purchases my daily card, I'll give you action every single day. But I want to be able to pull a few, which I'm pretty good at. I really like doing that.
A lot of picks.
Well, I mean, I see some guys they want to do like
the hammer throw, whatever you want to call it, dude. The anchor drop, the hammer throw, the big kahuna.
Yeah, I see some guys that want to do 7-star plays, 7 units, and some are 3 unit. I try to keep mine consistent about 1 to 2 units and not do 7-unit plays. And I don't know.
So basically, if you want to think about how I bet my bigger ones, it's like 3 to 5% on my best bet, and it'll fluctuate in between. There's what I recommend of your bankroll for 1 play, and you're gonna be doing like 1 play a day, doing that 3 to 5%. So what I do with most of my clients is I'm trying to make sure they don't get beat up. they survive to be able to keep gambling.
Right.
Is my first goal with most people. If I can get them to stop losing, I feel like I'm winning the battle. Then we'll try to get them to start winning. For most people, a lot of gamblers, man, they'll never make it to that first hurdle where they
I
can
see
just
guys with
$1,000
bankroll and they're betting 220% right away, and I'm like,
you're not going to last long if you have a cold streak. You're counting it, and it's just not good betting habits to bet that. I like to teach habits. I'm a person. I repeat everything daily. My wife's over here nodding. Yes, I repeat.
If you have $1,000 bankroll, you should be betting 30 and 50 a game, in my opinion.
$50, right? I agree. $50, $1,000. I would tell people that
20, 30, 50.
$50. $50
would be your high bet. That'd be
right. That would be one play a day. I would tell them one play a day. Don't bet more than $50. And most people might not stick to that. You know how this shit goes, dude. I'll tell them to make the $50 bet, and then they'll make another $15 14 parlay on some horse shit that they might win 1 out of 200 of. And so that cuts. So even if I do win, that cuts out. You know how people gamble, man. I mean, I can, like I say, I can take them to the water, but I can't make them drink. And what I like to do is show detailed documentation of my monthly, and seasonal records so people can see it. And if I'm winning, everything's in green on the newsletter every day. If I'm losing, the shit's in red. So it's like bright on top of each sport. This is what my record is for the month, overall, best bets, each sport for the season. And I keep a running total every day.
Yeah, see, I just try to win units, and like I said, I'm usually winning.
That's right, units.
And
basically.
I do a lot of live betting and a lot of middle, and like the other night I had.
I'll hedge parlays, like, dude. If I make a cheap parlay, the only thing I like live betting for, and I tell you, I've done well with this every time so far, is like a 14 parlay, and I get to the last leg.
Well, you got
isolated. It's isolated, and I can go. The one time I was able to middle and get plus 200 on the hedge bet. So not only did I hit both bets, but the one that was live, I got paid at plus 200 with a middle still there. So I was like, God damn, they're like forcing me to. I got lucky to middle, but either way, I was going to make money. So that's the only time I'm live betting. And if I stick to that, if I'm really disciplined and stick to that type of live betting, I'll do good, because every time I make a bet, I'm guaranteed to make money, which is preferable. You know how that.
Well, see, I had Notre Dame the other day. Just I did a teaser on it with another game that I already cashed, so I just needed Notre Dame -1. They took that lead, and I just kept taking for a quarter unit. Florida State, I got 8.5. I had 11. I had 7.
Oh, adding them up, yeah. Progressively adding them up.
Yeah, and they came back. And the worst I was going to do is be down back to even if none of those came in, because I was already going to win with Notre Dame -1, but I kept grabbing the 8.5, the 11.5, the 10.5, the 17.5, and betting. Man,
that sounds scary. That sounds scary, but I'm glad that you basically won all those coming back down the line, though, right?
No, I really only needed 1 or 2 because I was already going to be.
But you ended up winning. You did, yeah. That's why I say you ended up winning all of them.
Right, and that's sometimes what I do, even with baseball. If I'll take
so even if you lost all of them, you would break even, is what you were saying,
right?
Basically,
right. On the teaser that I do teasers.
So you're not clean. That's not, to me. That's not what I call a clean hedge. I'm trying to think of the term that is. Because if you were going to clean hedge it,
it's middling.
You would guarantee, it would guarantee a profit.
Right? Red Rockets was rambling like a motherfucker.
So we have like this week. Say the game I talked about. Let's just say the Vikings and the Bengals. Okay, right. You take the Bengals from the beginning. You get 3 points. The Bengals jump out to the lead. They jump out 10-0. Now you can get the Vikings.
No.
At a better price, and hope the number falls in the middle and win both sets.
Correct.
No, we're about to get off, but
that's almost too sophisticated.
Yeah.
I'm too simple. I'm too lazy. I'll be too stoned to forget to do it and shit. I do my job. Once the game start, man, I'm wiping my hands. I'm done my job, man.
I'm looking at the lines all through the whole game. I'm just looking.
I've been doing it more and more, but yeah, I still don't like to bet on it. Like I say, unless I'm guaranteed to make money, and then you're stupid not to do it.
Then you got to give me your best play. So you want to come on the show right now?
Well, and the totals works good too. You know, if they start out slow, and you still believe that they're going to score.
Tomorrow we're going to do a show. Tomorrow we're going to do a show. We're going to do our best play. We're going to do a show every Friday. We'll do a show every Friday.
60 points. Let's just say.
All right. So
I still like the under, and I'm going to still. Now I'm getting it at a better price. I'm going to have it at a higher number.
All right, guys. G's getting on now. He wants you guys to recap the plays.
Who?
Gerard.
Oh.
Gerard's going to be joining us tomorrow, and so is David. So probably David. So I haven't confirmed with him, but I just confirmed with Gerard. He'll come up with his play. He's going to have his play, and then
I'm going to tell you I like Dallas tonight, but that's not going to be my play. And I'm going to have to bail. I'm getting like the hook signal, the parachute.
All right.
I'm going to have to bail.
The bat signal.
The fucking flashing light over here. Okay, so I'll be back tomorrow at 3, right? And
is that what you want to do it tomorrow, 3 o'clock? Is that good?
And be prepared to give the pick for the contest. Contest pick Friday.
There you go. Yeah.
All right, guys.
Let's not get in the habit of talking about the other games. We'll just tell them to join us tomorrow morning. You want to still do the show Saturday morning, right?
Right. Okay. See you guys.
Right,
good luck. Bye.
All right, same to you. Thanks for joining.
Yep.
All right, John. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, thanks.
All right.
See you tomorrow.